Your prophet married someone at such a young age. How could you follow someone like that? It's just...
Come on, man. Don't be
ignorant.
Why not?
The brother asked a very good question.
First of all, you are judging this using modern standards, which does not make any sense. We have to look at 7th century Arabia, where social norms, maturity, and customs were very different. Marriages at young ages were normal. It was common for girls to marry soon after reaching physical and emotional maturity, which was often marked by puberty. This was seen as protective and socially responsible. The Hadith most often cited says Aisha was 6 at engagement and 9 at consummation. Critics focus on the number 9, but even among Hadith scholars, there is debate. Some sources suggest she may have been older, around 14 to 19. In her society at that age, she was considered fully capable of managing a household and responsibilities of marriage. And here is the funniest part. Islamophobes say that the marriage was forced. But that's true in your perception until you hear that Mother Aisha radiallahu anha was one of the most important figures in Islam, especially after the Prophet ﷺ died. She narrated over 2,200 hadiths, and she was a teacher, advisor, and leader in critical moments, like the Battle of the Camel. Critics often ignore that she shaped Islamic law, ethics, and leadership after her marriage. Aisha radiallahu anha's father, Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu, was a trusted companion of the Prophet ﷺ and consented fully. The Prophet ﷺ treated her with love, respect, and care, and he never harmed or pressured her. Some critics even frame this marriage as child abuse, but that's misleading because in 7th century Arabia, she was considered mature enough for marriage. Prophet ﷺ was the most morally upright person, and nothing in Islamic sources suggests mistreatment or exploitation. Their marriage was mutually respectful and loving, and it served the community by empowering Aisha radiallahu anha as a source of knowledge. And here is the part that can shock you. Firstly, in both Catholic and Orthodox traditions, it is widely believed that Mary, peace be upon her, was a teenager, often said to be around 12-14, when she was betrothed to Joseph. This has been accepted for centuries in Christian tradition and is seen as honorable, not shameful. Secondly, in the Roman Empire, where Christianity spread, the legal age of marriage for girls was 12 and for boys 14. This law was carried into Christian canon law, the canon law of the Catholic Church, for centuries, accepted 12 for girls, 14 for boys as valid marriage ages. Thirdly, one of Christianity's greatest theologians and church fathers named St. Augustine of Hippo, he was engaged to a girl around 10-12 years old while he was an adult, though the marriage did not happen because he converted to celibacy before it was finalized. Fourthly, Richard II of England, a devout Christian king, married Isabella of Valois when she was 6 years old. He was 29. The marriage was political and consummation was delayed until she matured, but it was still considered valid and honorable. Margaret Beaufort, mother of King Henry VII of England, was married at age 12 and gave birth at 13. She is remembered as a pious and respected matriarch in Christian history. Respecting these people while blaming our prophet for it is pure hypocrisy. And yeah, last but not least, 18 became the age of consent during the 20th century. So which era are you even talking about, lol? This is all for now. So, yo, what's the...